Okay, I do realize it's been a while, but here I am finishing this series as I promised with the Overwatch hero concept based on TF2 Spy. Roll the tape. Spy's playstyle in TF2 comes down to penetrating enemy lines and taking care of important targets, which is rather obvious. He's Spy, what else would he do? His arsenal consists of knife as his main source of killing enemies, which, while being very weak in normal combat compared to any other melee weapon, has a unique ability to instantly kill any player if they are attacked from behind. In Invisibility, that lets Spy go invisible for a certain amount of time, Disguise Kit, which Spy uses to disguise as any class from both teams, which helps Spy reach and stay in the backlines, Sapper, which disables and destroys enemy buildings, and Revolver for finishing off weak opponents. As Spy, you want to get rid of buildings and hard to reach targets like Heavy, Medic or Sniper that would make it easier for your team to push or hold the point and hopefully get away with it. I had a little difficulty making Spy concept because the insta-kill aspect of Knife was rather tough to implement while keeping balance. So I decided that Spy would mainly focus on his Revolver. Let's start with his stats. Spy would have 200 HP and move with an average movement speed. His weapon would be Ambassador. It would deal up to 50 damage per shot with 0.7 second attack interval. Clip could hold up to 6 bullets and it would take 1.2 seconds to reload it. The first ability of Spy would be Invisibility. When used, Spy would become invisible until the meter doesn't run out, and it would recharge when Spy isn't cloaked. While cloaked, Spy would be unable to attack and have 20% damage resistance. If Spy touched an enemy or got hit during the cloak, he would become partly visible for a brief moment. After executing cloak, it would go on 2 seconds cooldown. Now you might be thinking, is it just worse Sombra invisibility? Yeah, that's the point, because Sombra can't insta-kill you when she leaves cloak. Even without ultimate, which I will get to in a second, Spy can two-shot most of the characters in close range, while she can hack you at worst. So the next ability would be the Deadringer. On use, Spy would take out his second watch and couldn't attack when it's out. If during this time he took any damage, he would get 75% damage resistance for 1 second, including the attack that triggered this ability, and enter Invisibility, same stats as previous ability, for 6 seconds, or until player would cancel it. On top of that, Spy would drop fake corpse on the ground and enemy team would get information in the kill feed about Spy's death. When leaving cloak, it would make a loud sound and the ability would enter 12 seconds cooldown. Now, I didn't give Spy Disguise Kit purely because of how useless it would be. You can clearly see in 6's format where people actually communicate, and when they see two players with the same nick, they know where the Spy is and can kill him easily. Add one of each hero limits in Overwatch and it gets even worse. Now his ultimate, which I decided to make his knife. On use, Spy would switch to his knife, which he could use to attack once. It could deal merely 35 damage, but it would insta-kill the target if Spy lands a backstab. Keep in mind, ult meter is consumed only if Spy attacks, which means that as long as you don't use the knife, you can free switch between it and Revolver.
Blood on my suit.
I know the ability to kill a single player in close range is pretty bad for an ultimate, but if it had high charge speed, it would be pretty interesting to play around, I think. Overall, I wanted Spy to be a hero which is good at killing a single target, while not being very effective against large group of people, and I think this concept would achieve this pretty well. With that said, we got to the end of this series. Thank you everyone who watched it. Sorry it took so long to finish, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and see ya next time!